everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna do a little bit of a different style of video. I have come over the hill to the ranch to do my friend's makeup for her engagement photos, and I thought it would be fun to share with you guys the makeup that I brought for that and just kind of explain how I packed my travel bag. So before we begin, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me, and we will get started. So I do have an Alley Lines bag. It's a large one. It's the full size set, but it comes with the larger case and then two small singles. So because I have so many palettes with me, we'll just start there. My friend wanted more of a natural neutral look for her engagement photos, so I wasn't quite sure what kind of palettes to bring, but I know for a fact she absolutely loves gold, so I've got quite a few gold options. The first one being the Natasha Denona gold palette, obviously. And I also brought the Natasha Denona Biba palette. For any makeup artist, I would highly, highly recommend this palette. It's just good for covering all of your bases. I brought my Huda Gold Obsessions palette. Not for the mattes in this palette, but because of the shimmers, just the gold shimmers and how they mesh. I also brought the Nabla Side by Side palette and my Tarte Beauty palette. This is another, for any makeup artist, this is another one I would highly recommend. I happen to know that my friend really likes the orange row in this palette. This one here. So that's why I brought it, just to give her options. I've got two more eyeshadow palettes. I brought the Natasha Denona Bronze palette and also the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Now I know what you're thinking, these are all super expensive palettes, but I just wanted her to be able to feel expensive for her engagement photos. I mean, like, she's gonna be a bride, it's a big deal. So I wanted her makeup to make her feel like she's a big deal as well. So I used the larger of the bags for the face products. So we're just gonna dive right in. I wanted her to be able to have options, so I brought a few things of each category. I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter. That one. I brought the Becca highlighter. It's actually called like the Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. I mean, this is obviously a staple. And I brought my Nabla Skin Glazing in Ozone. And I just thought any of these options would be good for like a neutral look. For bronzer, I brought two. I brought my Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer Duo. So we have this one. And then I also brought my Aesthetica bronzer. Just because she's a bit fairer skinned than I am, and I wanted to make sure we would get the right shade of bronzer for her. For blush, I brought three. I brought both of my Causemetics. They're the Heaven's Glow category. This one is Faded Clementine, and then we also have Magic Hour. And I also brought my Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo, and this is in the shade Warm Honey. I did bring my Hourglass face palette just because I love these two finishing powders, and I think it'll just be great on her skin. I only brought one powder. This is my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, just because this one works whether you have oily or dry skin, and I thought either way it would work for her. For foundations, I wasn't quite sure. She's got pretty fair skin, but I wasn't quite sure if I was the same shade as her, so I brought two. This is the one that I would recommend for her to use, just because this is my tried and true, and I know it's not gonna budge, even if she has to wear it from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or even longer than that. I know this one, the Lancome one, will be good for her. I'm not quite sure on this shade match, but hopefully that will do for now. I also brought the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation, just because this is similar to the Lancome where it will not budge and she'll be safe with it all day. Again, I'm not quite sure on the shade match. We're gonna have to do some testing, but those are the foundations I brought. For primers, I brought her two. I brought the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter one, and I also brought the Smashbox Photo Finish one. This one will give her like a really nice glow, and this one would smooth out all of the pores. So I just wanted to be able to give her an option of two really good primers. I also brought 2 setting sprays, the MAC Fix Plus, and this is the Versali Rose Gold Skin Mist. This one I brought more along for the need of wetting eyeshadow. This is the setting spray that I've been using personally and been loving it. It hasn't affected me in any way. So I figured it would just be really good for her. Next, for one of the smaller bags, I put all of my concealers and eye products in here. I brought my eyelash curler. I'm not sure if she'll need it, but I brought it just in case. And I brought 2 eyebrow products just in case my shade matched hers. So we've got my Benefit Gimme Brow, which is my staple, and then I also brought my Causemetics brow cream. I did bring an eyelash primer from Tarte, my opening act one. I'm not sure if she'll want it. It's just a preference with these, really. For mascaras, I brought her 3 options. 2 are more high-end, and then I did bring a drugstore one, Maybelline Lash Sensational. I brought my Thrive Causemetics Liquid Lash Extensions, and I brought my Benefit Roller Lash. I feel like any 3 of these will be perfect for her photos, and it'll last her all day without any smudging. For concealer, I brought 3. I brought my staple, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I also brought my Stay Naked Correcting Concealer from Urban Decay, just in case my NARS one is too dark for her, because this one's super light. And then I also brought my Beauty Blender Bounce Concealer, just in case. It's just another option. Some more products. I did bring some eyeliners. I've got 2 from Ulta. I've got a bronze and a black one from Ulta. And then I brought 3 from my ColourPop in case she wanted a silvery look, a more goldish look, or a more nude look. And I also brought my Thrive Causemetics Brilliant Brightener, and I just really like this one, so in case she wanted to use it, I did bring it. Oh, and for our eyeshadow base, I brought my NARS Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. For my second smaller one, I brought all of my lips. I mean, this is literally my whole lip collection, because you guys know I've been starting to explore lips, and I just wanted her to have all of the options. So we'll just go through a few of them. I've got 2 Buxom lip liners. I brought all 4 of my Nabla Cosmetics lip liners. I have 4 mini lip glosses from Buxom as well that I brought. I brought 2 of my Nabla lipsticks these were more recent purchase, but I did bring 2 of them. I brought all 3 of my Maybelline lipsticks. So we've got Peach Buff, Truffle Tease, and Almond Rose. I also have 2 lip glosses from Maybelline. These are their lifter glosses. This is a lip balm from Too Faced. It says it's peach, but it is actually like super pink when you put it on. So I don't think she'll use this, but I brought it just because it was in my bag. I also have my Rosebud Salve, but again, she probably won't use this for her engagement photos. I do have 3 of my Fenty lip glosses. 2 are the new formula, the lip creams that don't have any sparkle in it. And then I do have 1 of the original Fenty bombs, and she may use any of these. I recently just placed an order with Bite Beauty and ended up picking up some of these lip crayons. I mean, they were super inexpensive, so I thought they would be a good lip product to try out, but they're available for her to use as well. I also brought my ColourPop Luxe Lip Oil. I don't think she'll use this one just because there's not a whole lot of pigment to it, but I did bring it. I have 2 lip jellies from Tower 28. The top one is oat, the bottom one is cashew, and these would also be really good options for her to use. Last but not least, I have 2 of these Dose of Colors lip glosses. They're in the shade Save the Date. They might be a fun topper for her to use, I'm not sure, but I brought them just in case. The last 2 products that I keep in my Alley Lines case is this Soul Body Highlighter. This is in the shade Platinum, and I wasn't quite sure what her outfit scheme was gonna be for her photos, so I did bring it just in case she wanted a body highlight. And lastly, I've got my Rachel's Love Pixie. It's actually the layered highlighting palette. Looks like this, just in case she needed a few more highlighting options. I also have a Makeup Junkie bag. This is in a peacock pattern. I absolutely love peacock, so I love this bag to bits. And before I got my Alley Lines one, this was the one where I would put all of my products. So in this one, I just have makeup wipes, extra brushes, some sponges, and an extra towel. Nothing too intense. I Need to get a new one. This one's dirty. Oh, and then I've got hair ties and bobby pins. And a pen, just in case I need to write something down. So there you have it. That's kind of the makeup collection that I've got, especially for someone as special as my friend. I just wanted her to be able to have multiple options of each category of products, and I think I did it. The bag is definitely stuffed to the max. I don't think I can fit anything more in it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to know what kind of makeup bags you use for travel and what kind of products you would put in your bag. If you'd like to share, please leave a comment below. Other than that, that's all I've got for you today. So before I go, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me. It helps me keep this channel going. I will see you in our next video. I'm here Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.